Container gardening can be incredibly rewarding, offering both beauty and versatility. And if you're like me, I've added plenty of containers into my space, sometimes taking up more space than I originally intended. Over the years, I've focused on incorporating containers that will not only enhance the charm of the garden, but will give a sense of organized elegance. This year, I'm excited to try some new containers that will hopefully help me achieve my goal of layered, structured beauty, while allowing me to add multiple containers, creating some visual harmony that will really enhance the look of our space. I'm excited to try these things out and get these gorgeous annuals planted, so you don't want to miss any of this. Stick around, I'm getting ready to get started. Container gardening is perfect for gardens of any size, and what I've learned to do is become a little bit more deliberate with the containers that I add into my space. These containers are going to be just that, and we're going to talk about those in a second. But I really enjoy adding containers because they can maximize the space that we have in our gardens, which is really nice because you want to get the most use out of your space without really creating a look that becomes a lot more cluttered than you intended it to be. So if you want to bring warmth and beauty in your space, use containers that bring that, and also always remember to bring containers that are a reflection of your own individual personal style. I tend to really like cocoa liners. I definitely love to have various sizes in my garden, and these I think are going to be perfect to add today. So the space that we're going to focus on today is this spot in our garden that we lovingly call our container corner. And over the years, I've tried various sizes of containers. Last year and most recently, I had 2 large containers filled with some beautiful, ridiculous coleus, and they were absolutely stunning. I also paired those with the cherry drop coleus, which is a trailing variety, and they trailed over the side, making just a beautiful, stunning backdrop to some of the videos that we had shot last year. It was one of my favorite places in the garden. Now, when you're adding containers into your yard and you're being mindful about the containers that you want to add, adding containers that are the same size can create a sense of cohesion, which is really nice, but creating a dramatic look can also be achieved by adding containers of various sizes. The one thing that you want to remember for sure is if you are adding smaller containers, those containers tend to dry out a lot faster, and you may have a more difficult time keeping them happy and watered, as opposed to those larger containers that tend to hold on to water a little bit better. Now, I always run drip to my containers over here, which really takes the headache out of keeping them happy, but still, even if I did have smaller containers, they do dry out a lot faster. And even if those drip irrigation systems are watering all the same at the same time of day, the smaller containers are still going to dry out faster than the larger ones. So a very important fact to kind of think about before you add containers to your space. Now, the 3 containers that I'm going to add to this spot today are really going to kind of enhance our water feature right here, and it has the best of both worlds in my opinion. We ordered these gorgeous containers from Kinsman Garden Supply that have an iron base that's really kind of stunning and classic, but they utilize a hanging basket reservoir instead of your traditional container, and I love that because I always have loved, if you've seen my last video, you know this, hanging baskets because of the ability of those cocoa liners to allow the oxygen to come in and out of the reservoir. Now, I have 3 different heights, smaller, medium, and large, and I'm going to really kind of place them in a way that really enhances the water feature right here, and I think it's going to be perfect. So let's go over back to the table, and I'm going to talk about those really beautiful plants that we're going to plant up, and then I'm going to build one of the last containers that I have to put together, and we're going to place them in their spot. So let's talk about these really nice, beautiful annuals that we're going to plant up in these gorgeous tiered containers. A couple of weeks ago, I had planted up these 2 varieties in our back bed, and they're doing very well back there. And the goal this year to create that sense of cohesion is to mirror the colors that I have in the back bed into our container corner. Now, I have a lot of different varieties and all kinds of plants growing in our yard, but adding mirrored spaces really will bring the entire space together. So let's talk about this one. This one here is the Super Tunia Black Cherry. I've grown this before. It's absolutely beautiful. That beautiful, rich red color. It's almost a burgundy. It grows very well, extremely vigorous, and it's extremely hardy. And I know it's going to do really well in these Coco Line tier containers. They will drape over the side, which is fine. I don't mind if it covers up the bases of those containers. And that's part of why I want these containers to be in that spot, because I want the height so that it will allow them to trail over the side, creating that dramatic look over there. And then the other container that I want to talk about is this really pretty new variety called Mini Vista Plum Veined. And it is so beautiful. That pinky purple bloom with that really dark veining really is stunning, creating a sense of contrast on the same bud. And it looks really pretty, I think, with this variety here. Now, lastly, I'm going to plant up this new variety. This is the Angel Face Angelonia, which is a summer snapdragon. They can grow to heights about between 18 and 30 inches tall. So I think that's going to be a really nice thriller, creating a really nice dramatic look in these containers that will give them a little bit more height, especially when these annuals are draping over the side. I think it's going to be perfect, and I think these are going to be a nice trio to plant up together. So like I said before, I have that last container to put together, and I'm going to get these things planted, and you're going to see how beautiful that space looks when we're all done at the end. All right, they're in their new spot and I couldn't be happier. They look so fantastic. Just a little rule of thumb. A lot of people say when you do containers in odd numbers, it does create a focal point of interest and it looks balanced that way. Now I have more containers surrounding these three, but I really do think having three various heights really does create a sense of cohesion. We have brilliant colors all over the place. And when you're standing back kind of where my camera is and you're looking over my shoulder, these colors really do tie in with the back planter in the very back of the yard. But it really does look nice and I love that cohesion that it brings. Now really quickly, these containers, these two top ones right here are 17-inch containers and this one here is a 14-inch, and I love the size. I think it's in perfect proportion for this space. It's not too overpowering, and when these gorgeous annuals start to flow over the side and the Angelona starts to really get a lot taller, maybe up to 30 inches tall, you're going to have that really nice dramatic effect. Now I tried to kind of vary the varieties in each container. So I have 2 of the black cherry in the largest container and a plum veined in the front. And then in this container, it's the exact opposite. I have 2 plum veined right here and then the black cherry in the front. And in the very bottom container right here, the smallest one, I have 1 of each of those plants, only 3 in this container. 4 plants in the larger ones, 3 in the lower one right here. And you saw me when I planted them, I also put in some plant tone and some Proven Winners slow release fertilizer, and those are really going to sustain these plants throughout the season. I will hit them with a little bit of water soluble fertilizer once every 1 to 2 weeks. But in our containers, like I always say, we have to make sure we give them the nutrients that they need because the water does leach out. And unlike the plants that we have planted in the ground, these really do need to be refortified every so often because they will become very anemic, and without those nutrients you're not going to have the blooms. So with the sun and the fertilizer that I've added to each of these containers, in addition to the drip irrigation that I'm going to add in a couple of days here, they really are going to be set up for success that will last them through the rest of the spring and into the summer. And I can't wait to show you what they're going to look like. These things are vigorous. These plants are fantastic. They're very hardy, and when they drape over the side and get a little bit of height to them, they're going to look beautiful, and I'll make sure to give you an update very soon. Thanks for coming, everybody. We hope you enjoyed today's video. Until next time, bye.